The Ottawa Real Estate Board reported a 21% sales drop in April of 2022 compared to the year before, signaling that the red-hot real estate market is finally cooling off. But is that a drop in sales or sales price? Wait, what's the difference? Let's talk about it. You're going to be hearing a lot of headlines in the news as we're now officially in the spring market. Signs of a cooling market. A new normal glimpse to Ottawa real estate. Will Ottawa real estate cool down? Now don't get me wrong, I'm all for a balanced market that gives transparency for both sides as I work directly with buyers and sellers. And something that everyone has been talking about is more of a balanced market, or when is the bubble going to burst? But the reality is there is some misleading information out there and the consumer is confused. You probably clicked on this video because the title read, Ottawa home sales down 21%. But what you need to understand is that sales, or the number of transactions, is not the same as sale price. So as we enter the spring market, we typically see more inventory or homes for sale come onto the market. This is great for buyers as they now have more options to choose from. It's now normal not to see every home go into a bidding war and frustrated and exhausted buyers losing out time after time. Buyer fatigue in Ottawa is definitely one of the factors in why there was less sales. And of course, we have new interest rates, and that means consumers need to reevaluate their options and make sure it's still financially affordable and stable to purchase a home. I'll link a video above on that topic. Let's take a look at the last 4 months in terms of average sale price, number of sales or transactions, and my favorite, months of inventory. Here we have our month-over-month snapshot going back to January 1st to the end of April in 2022. We've broken it down into the most popular home categories so it's easy to follow along. Now the good news is that it looks like home prices have peaked so far this year back in March. Not by much, but it's still a difference. We also saw a drop in days on market, and that is because there are more transactions happening than in January and February. Months of inventory is how many properties we have on the market before everything would be sold out. As we head into the spring market, we usually see a cooling off period from the previous couple of months and more properties come onto the market. That is why our months of inventory has increased to 1.5 in April. And what about the number of sales? Well, this is how many sold properties or transactions have happened every month. In January, inventory was super tight, and then it starts to increase just as we peak at our prices and when demand is at its highest. And as you can see, now the April sales have dropped as more homes came onto the market, and we take into consideration that there are now other market factors such as higher interest rates, inflation, and buyer fatigue happening. So this is all short-term or month over month. But what about appreciation or rise in value year over year? Here we are back to our types of properties and how much each one has increased same time since last year. Detached homes appreciated in value plus 11.7%, semi-detached are up plus 5.8%, townhomes, which is our most popular category, have increased plus 13.6%, and condos are gaining value plus 11%. So despite a drop in sales or total number of transactions, we're still seeing positive growth for all types of properties. Is now a good time to buy a home? If you're a buyer in the market right now, you can present offers with conditions, take time to do home inspections, and just generally not be pushed into decisions fueled by panic like we saw in Q1. It's going to come down to what is the affordability for you and what kind of options the banks are able to offer based on your personal situation. I think everyone needs to be realistic throughout the rest of the year in terms of what X amount of dollars can get you. If your budget is $500,000, then your agent has to show you a detailed breakdown of specifically what that would get you, and never be pushed to your maximum amount either. I also think it's going to come down to what kind of return you're looking for. I always talk about real estate as a long-term investment, and if interest rates keep going up again in June, I think it would eliminate some of these buyers or sellers that might be doing it for the wrong reasons. And in my personal opinion, that's a good thing. What do you think? Will prices continue to drop or maybe stabilize for the next 3 months as we head into summer? Will months of inventory increase, giving buyers more options to choose from and go at their pace? Or are we still faced with a shortage of supply, and that is really what determines the market? Drop your comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you in the next one.